14 January.
Welcome to Dakar 2017. There is more chaos and confusion as the rally gets back underway in the searing heat of Argentina. With 3 stages to go, the road winds south from Chilecito to San Juan. Things don't always go as planned on the Dakar. Father and son Tim Eduardo and Nicolas Amor are taking part in their first Dakar together this year, but in Bolivia, disaster is just around the corner. Well, we only had one wheel in the hole, that was it. But then a car tried to help us get out. They didn't pull us out properly, and the car ended up in the hole. At just 19 years of age, Nicolas is taking part in his first Dakar, but nothing would have prepared him for this. The young Argentine goes to work with his pickaxe, and he is soon joined by a number of locals. However, it becomes quickly apparent that on their own, they have no chance of getting that car out of the hole. It needs to be over here. We're not going to get it out on the other side, son. It'll be better here.
No,
The effort begins to take its toll. Luckily, the spirit of the Dakar is certainly alive and well. Potential salvation arrives in the form of truck driver 543, Germany's Matthias Behringer and his team. Co-driver Stefan Henken works with Nicolas to attach a tow rope. But the first attempt is unsuccessful. Some of the local women join the operation.
They have to pull the car this way, because on the other side they won't manage to turn it. It's tricky here, he can't turn.
A second attempt, but once again, the line snaps under the strain. Third time is usually a charm, but not in this case.
We should add something here. If the line breaks, the car is going to flip over.
She knows how to get us out. Finally, the collective efforts pay off, and the car is freed from the hole. Thanks to a number of good Samaritans, Eduardo and Nicolas will be able to continue their Dakar adventure. Previously in the bikes, Gerard Fares got lost in the dunes, but he's running 5th overall. We're very close to being on the podium. Matthias Wagner is just 10 seconds better off in 4th.
Of course, I wanted to fight for the podium.
Flying Frenchman Adrien van Beveren is 3rd. But it's easier to look ahead than look behind. In second spot is Chile's Pablo Quintanilla. This kind of race isn't over until the finish line. But it's Super Sam Sunderland who leads by nearly 21 minutes.
Just keep each kilometre as steady as I can, and hopefully it will come good.
There are two special sections in today's 10th stage between Chilecito and San Juan for a total of 449 kilometres. The long trial section early in the day could certainly catch a few competitors out. So no cancellations or modifications to today's stage. 751 kilometres to ride through the eye-catching provinces of La Rioja and San Juan. Temperatures approaching 40 degrees Celsius. Well, it turned out to be a good day for the Metz brothers, Michael and Adrian. Michael, one of the Honda riders hit by that 1 hour penalty last week, was just 21 seconds behind his younger brother at the end of the first special. Joan Pedrero losing a bit of time early in the stage today. And the Quebrada de la Aguada providing a stunning backdrop to a potentially decisive stage. Now some of the favourites got a bit lost in the wilderness. KTM's Matthias Walkner, who is fourth in the overall standings coming into this one, looking to find his way through. And he wasn't the only one struggling with navigation early on. Honda's Paulo Gonçalves eventually getting the KTM leaders and Pierre-Alexandre René back on track. However, disaster struck for Pablo Quintanilla, who came into the stage at second in the standings. After a crash, the Chilean was forced to drop out of the race. Heartbreak for the man who was hoping to be the first South American to win in the bikes. The younger Metz brother Adrian losing a bit of time to his brother in the second special. He hasn't had the easiest Dakar, but he made it into the top 10 today, finishing 8th. These two very much on form in the early part of the stage. Todd Smith, who only signed up to the Dakar in December, was in the top 10 at the end of the first special. Czech rider Andrej Klimču, the second best rookie in 2015, second fastest at the halfway point. A long way back for him after breaking his pelvis last year. Spaniard Gerard Fares suffered a fall midway through the stage, but the Himoinsa rider recovered to go third overall. Stefan Zvitko, another man who lost his way early on, but last year's runners-up really turned things around in the second part of the stage as he finished in third place. Another day and another superb performance from Joan Barreda. 2 days ago, the Spaniard became the first rider to win at 2 stages at this Dakar. He had the tricky job starting today, but he still came in second place. Brilliant as Barreda was, he was outdone by another Honda rider, Michael Metz. The Frenchman claiming a 4th win for the Japanese manufacturer this year, and his very first on the Dakar. Well, I wanted to keep going and I managed to get to the end. The second half was really tough. I have to say I was counting the kilometres, but I'm really happy with this win. It's just great.
C'est génial.
So Metz winning by just under a minute from Barreda, Svitko third, an impressive ride from Argentina's Franco Caimi to take 4th ahead of René. Sunderland's advantage is up to half an hour over his KTM teammate Walkner, who jumps up to second place. Van Beveren slips to 4th at the expense of Fares, while Barreda is now 5th. And well, with the temperatures reaching 42 degrees Celsius, it was a tough day for the rookies.
Half an hour, 1 hour.
Onto the quads, and 2 days ago it was the end of the line for Frenchman Simon Witz. The 26-year-old had been enjoying a dream maiden Dakar. He led the overall standings after stage 5, and he was only 5 minutes behind the leader Sergei Karyakin heading into the 8th stage. That, however, was before his Yamaha 700 Raptor gave up the ghost on the road to Salta. Well, this morning I've got an electrical problem and I'm really not exactly sure what it is. I changed a couple of things around and I managed to ride for another 100 kilometers, but now it's broken again and I don't know why. It won't start and I haven't got any spare batteries. I'm devastated. Well, the 26-year-old given a helping hand to get back to the bivouac, but his first Dakar ended in disappointment. Now on to today's 10th stage, and like in the bikes, navigation was a bit of an issue. Watch out for that car. It now looks as though there will be a head-to-head battle between Sergei Karyakin and Ignacio Casale for the quads title. The Russian a couple of minutes ahead of the Chilean at the end of the first special. But the 2014 winner, who hit speeds of 135 kilometers an hour today, is also looking strong. It does promise to be a thrilling finale.
Meet Max Hunt, one of the craziest competitors in this year's Dakar. His life is one of pure adrenaline.
I used to do a bit of base jumping and wingsuit and stuff, which was great fun. But it's a funny sort of time in the sport because everyone's dying and it's this crazy, difficult, and I don't know. I've just sort of gone away from it because yeah, it's just I'm not sure of the longevity.
So, after mad jumps, Mad Max needed another challenge.
My brother did Dakar for the first time last year in a car, and he finished top 10 in his first season, and we all came out here with our family to watch him, and as soon as I saw it I was just like, I've got to have a go. I went back to England, started practicing on the bike, started doing the rallies and training, and now we're here.
Normal rules don't apply to Max Hunt, as his partner Billy soon found out.
I'm actually on my honeymoon with my new wife. We've been married a very short time, so I've sold her the dream that this is our honeymoon.
He says it's our honeymoon. I'm not sure if I would call it that. More of an adventure.
And so to the Dakar, a high-octane adventure on his Husqvarna.
It's tougher, it's longer, it's harder, it's there's no time for anything, you know. Just you get up, get on the bike, ride, come in, road book, eat, sleep, and a few hours, and then same again. Yeah, it is dangerous. It's not as dangerous as the base jumping, but it's still quite dangerous. I guess Dakar is slightly different in the sense that it's such a massive challenge as well.
I'm pretty sure he'll probably want to do it again next year, so I'll have to prepare myself again.
The final days of Dakar 2017 will take place in Argentina, which has hosted the world's most famous rally raid every year since 2009. On stage 10, the competitors will pass through the province of La Rioja, which is famed for its arid landscapes and soaring peaks. Stretching from the Andes in the west to the Pampas in the east, La Rioja borders the province of San Juan, that is renowned for its wine production, as well as boasting some of the country's most remarkable scenery.